Welcome to Six's Overdrive today, guys. Boy, do we have an exciting review for you today. We got the brand new 2015 in Transformer Bumblebee Yellow. This is going to be fun, guys. We're going to be reviewing this bike as more of an experienced bike. So we're going to tell you the features that the experienced rider is going to want to look at. You can ride this bike as your first bike, but I would only recommend it if you've had some saddle time. Say you used to ride dirt bikes out on the farm and stuff like that. This bike can get you into trouble fast, and we're going to go through some of the things that really make this bike exciting, alright? So while we roll the music, we're just going to take a real close-up look at it and see some of the neat features that this thing has to offer if you're looking for a bike in this bike category. We're talking about the naked street fighter category. Alright, guys, so let's get to it. Let's not keep blabbing on about it. Let's roll the music. Woo, guys! Whoa, my goodness! This thing's got a little bit jammed down low. Welcome back, guys. We are on the mighty, holy, cut me off much? FZ09. Let's just wheel it around town here quickly and see what we got. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, that this bike, when you first sit on it, it's hard. The suspension does not sink at all. And we're really excited, of course, because this is Yamaha's new triple. Well, it came out last year. This is the FZ09, and more importantly, this thing in Europe would be called the, not more importantly, anyway, this in Europe is called an MT09. Okay, and it's Yamaha's naked street fighter bike. And it's got their new triple with the 4 valves per head technology in it. It's supposed to be a wonderful motor. Okay, so right off, suspension stiff. It is truly like a street fighter bike. They've now actually got some adjustment for preload and stuff in the front and rear suspension. I'm having a hard time showing you what this thing can do, guys, because as you can see, these roads are just covered in gravel. But it's eating it up. It's eating it up, man. And let me tell you something right now. First, second, third gears on this bike, just by feeling it out in town here, just by rolling this throttle a little bit as you've seen me do, this bike can wheelie clutchless. My goodness, what a power band! The front wheel just came up there a little bit, and that's like a twitch of my fingers or my throttle here. It's awesome. Like, look at this thing go, man. This is cool. Wow. And is it comfortable? Wow, like you wouldn't believe when you first sit on it, it feels as hard as a rock. But you know what? It's not. Like, the seat feels really good on it. Now, some guys are a little bit leery of this bike because it doesn't have ABS. I want to address that right away. I think if you were to put ABS on this bike, this is literally a stunt bike, guys. Like, this has jam, it's got brakes, it's got everything you want. And if you want to start tricking out on it, like, look at it lean. Wow. You know how I always tell you guys that I ride a Ninja 1000 and I get on to just about every bike, and after I'm done riding that bike, I'm like, man, you know, but I got everything in my Ninja 1000. This thing is off the line fast like my Ninja 1000 is. Like, it is balls out, guys. Now, most people are not going to be overly... Geez, there's gravel on every corner. I can't whistle through the corners too good here, guys, for you. But it's balanced. It's really balanced. We were looking at that exhaust, and it's very low. Like, there's a lot of weight down there in the catalytic converter, and now I think that helps this handling out tremendously. But this is an ultralight bike, guys. It is super light. I'm just gonna get out here. We're gonna do a U-turn in the middle of this busy road here, or maybe not the smartest idea, but let's get an idea for the turning radius on this bike, okay? Look at that. Guys, I was leaning forward right there, as you saw. Second gear, I cracked it a little bit, and the front wheel started to drift off the ground already. That's not even a clutched up wheelie. Like, look at that. It comes right up. That is insane. That is beautiful power. They have done wonderful things with this motor. Guys, the direct competitor for this bike is the Triumph Street Triple R. It's the big king of the heap. And there's been a lot of people talking about this bike because you're in the same weight category. The only thing that you have to worry about a little bit on this bike, supposedly, is the suspension. I'm gonna tell you something right now, guys. This bike, for 99.9% of people who ride it, nobody's gonna feel or knock the suspension on it. It's dialed in pretty good. Oh, there's my signal light still on. I thought I canceled that. It's good, guys. Like, there's nothing wrong with this suspension for everyday riding. Like, look at this. Like, that's not too much dive. Pretty good. Pretty good. Brakes could probably be a wee bit stronger, but that could be new break-in of the new pads. This is, like you say, the first miles ever put on this bike, and we want to treat it with a little bit of respect, but it's got good feel, really good feel. And as I was gonna say before, on a Street Fighter bike, if you want ABS, you kind of want it switchable, right? Because you're not gonna necessarily want ABS all the time. You might want to lock up the back tire, do some fun stuff with this. Like, you could easily settle into a corner with this. I've seen it done on videos. Settle into a corner, dragging that back brake out, and then throttling out of it. And as always, guys, I'm gonna tell you, be responsible. Don't do it around people. Do it somewhere private, okay? Let's keep it fairly, like, look at this thing go. It's dialed in, man. This is definitely not an intermediate. Whew! You see me chatter up the back wheel? Locked her up. I'm used to having ABS on stuff. Could use a slipper clutch there for something this much horsepower. But it's hard to knock a bike like this, guys, below 10 grand. I'll get to the exact price when I go up. Like I said, seat of the pants. I don't look into it. I just want to feel the bike, feel what it's like. You guys, anybody buying this bike, check out some other reviews and stuff, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're in the market for this kind of bike, this is as much fun as you can get for a low price point. Like, under 10 grand, guys. Under 10 grand for this thing. And this motor is sweet. It's so sweet. So, guys, I just wanted to put in a quick plug here for Lethal Racing Motorsports. Down here on Highway 17, if you're from this area, they're going to have a demo ride, and I think it's June 15th, but I'm going to put that up so you can come down and try an FZ09 as well. Gorgeous bike, guys. I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. This is pretty awesome. If you're in the market for a naked, and as you've heard in some of my other videos before, I really enjoy the nakeds. I do not like fairings and stuff, and so for me, this bike is this is pretty close to a 9 out of 10, man. I've never ridden a street triple, but I can only imagine that you know, that this has got to be right up there with it. There's not much to improve on. Silky smooth engine. That triple is gorgeous. Brakes, handling, you name it. It's dialed in for a more experienced rider. You have to be, I don't know, freaking Lorenzo or something like that to not enjoy this bike and need something higher spec. Anyway, guys, this is Six's Overdrive doing another Seat of the Pants review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you share, like, comment, and subscribe, because we're going to go out for now, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.